Hey Babylon Bee audience, good talking to you. Kyle here, editor-in-chief of the Babylon Bee. You might have seen me on the podcast and poorly acting in some of our sketches. I wanted to address you guys today because something big happened in Babylon Bee land. We got suspended from Twitter over the weekend. We wrote a joke not a joke, we wrote an actual article where we honored Rachel Levine as our Man of the Year. And we were just simply trying to give Rachel Levine this wonderful honor. And we got suspended from Twitter. So what happened is we got a message from Twitter saying that we are locked out of our account and we're not allowed to post. You know, your account features have been limited. Basically means that we have no access to our Twitter account. And we are not allowed back in until we go say 5 Hail Jack Dorseys, it sounds like. Basically, we have to go in and delete the tweet. They make you kind of read their statement on hate speech and what their community standards are, and click that you agree with that and you won't do it again and say you're sorry. So we are locked out of our account until we do that. What our position is right now, what we're thinking is it's hard for us to do that in good conscience. The joke is, first of all, just a joke. It's satire. We were having some fun with this idea because Rachel Levine was actually named Woman of the Year. Was it USA Today? Does anybody know? Time? She's one of the women of... Someone made a noise. She's one of the... Rachel Levine was named one of the Women of the Year, which we thought was funny. So we just gave the Man of the Year award. So on one level, it's satire, it's a joke, it's comedy. Obviously, the reason they banned us, though, is because it was of the underlying truth that is being told there. We called a biological male a man in a joke, satirically, but we did point to that truth. And we were suspended. And the bizarre thing is that they are saying that it is for hateful conduct and hate speech is the reason. There was nothing hateful. There was no threats or violence and all the different things that they say when they send you that message. They have this list of things that are not allowed, and it includes no harassment, no violence, no threats. You violated this policy. Well, there's none of that we did. We told a joke and we were banned for it because of the truth that joke is conveying. So, or the truth that they see that we're trying to tell that they don't want us to tell. So there's this we're just living in this completely bizarre world, clown world right now, where you can just say the fact that a man is a man and you get totally kicked out. We don't have access to our 1.3 million followers on Twitter right now, and that's a big deal. They make up a chunk of our traffic. Twitter's a significant part of what drives people to the Bee, where people see Bee headlines be retweeted, and where we get a lot of traffic driven from that website. So it's obviously really concerning on our part. We have decided, though, that we're not going to delete the tweet. So even though it's going to cost us in terms of traffic, even though it's going to cost us in terms of a name recognition and various people interacting with us on Twitter, that's a massive chunk of our social audience that has been cut off from us. We don't think that we can in good conscience click delete on that and go through the penance process of flogging ourselves or whatever Twitter wants us to do to get our account back. So we're going to stand firm, and we're not going to do this. We're going to start going through all the processes of appeals, and if we need to go up to legal action and legal letters, and hopefully we don't have to get that far. Hopefully we can resolve something with Twitter. In the meantime, we are available on all other social platforms for the time being. Maybe that won't be true by the time this video is over. I don't know. You obviously can find us here on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on all these kind of newer social networks that are coming up. I think we're on Gitter and Parler and Truth. I think we're on Truth Social. Are we on Truth Social yet? Does anybody know? Oh, they're all ignoring me. We are? Okay. Yeah, we are on Truth Social. So if you're one of the elect 144,000 that's been allowed on Truth Social, then you can find us there. And yeah, you can find us on all the different sites. So follow us everywhere you can. And the other thing that you can do to support us, and this is the main reason I wanted to chat with you guys today, is you can become a paying subscriber to the Babylon Bee. This is the way that we make up for lost traffic through things like this. This is actually the only reason that we've been able to grow, that we've been able to survive over the past few years, is because of paying subscribers. You can go to babylonbee.com/plans, and we'll slap it in the description of the video as well. You can go to babylonbee.com/plans, and you can subscribe, and that's just a way to keep us afloat. It's as cheap as, I don't know, $5 a month or something. People sometimes make one-time donations just to help us out. So stand with us in this fight against Twitter during this. We don't know how long we're going to be locked out. This fight could drag on for weeks. It could drag on for months. I don't know if we'll ever make it back into our account or not. But hopefully something is resolved soon. But in the meantime, we'd really appreciate your support in that area. You can also, right here on YouTube, become what is it called? A member? You can become a Babylon Bee super fan by smashing the join button there. And that also helps us stay afloat and helps fund our video content. If you've been enjoying the sketches we've been doing, if you've been enjoying the video podcast, everything that makes that possible is you guys. It's kind of amazing. When I look at when the Babylon Bee launched a few years ago, we were entirely just Google ad driven, and it was very dicey. If we ever had a post suppressed, if we ever got banned, if we ever got deplatformed from certain areas, as has happened many times, we just went without revenue for those days while we were locked out. And ever since we've had paying subscribers, we've been able to stay afloat, even through controversies like this. So the only way that we're able to stand up to big tech is through you guys' support. So we really appreciate it. Even if you're not a paying subscriber, we do appreciate you guys sharing our posts. If you go on Twitter and you want to tweet out some of our articles, since we can't, we'd appreciate that. Really, really appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. It's important for us to protect comedy, whether you like the Babylon Bee or other comedy sources. Obviously, it's really concerning for the state of society when comedy gets banned for telling jokes. Personally, I don't know. I watch a lot of, if you watch a lot of stand-up comedy, it's like the jokes that we tell are they're pretty tame compared with some stand-up comics. So it's bizarre to us that with how much heat and anger they come after the Babylon Bee with. So. Anyway, really appreciate you guys' support. Thanks so much. And please subscribe or at least share the Babylon Bee with a friend. Go follow us on social accounts. All ways that you can help us, and we'll keep you guys posted.